Hi, in this video we're going to show you some possible ways to restore a missing drive in Windows. So let's say you had a secondary drive, like in our case we have an E drive that's not showing up in File Explorer, and we need to figure out how to get it back. So if I open up Disk Management here, you can see it shows up here just fine, but it's not showing up in File Explorer. So we're going to go over some methods you could use to try and get this back. So one thing I will say right off the bat here is it's not going to be the same fix for every problem. So one fix might work for you, one fix might work for somebody else, or none of the fixes might work for you depending on what the problem is. But this video is just to give you some ideas of what you could try in case this happens to you. So this might happen if you're doing things, in disk management or playing with some third-party tool that edits your disk layout, or maybe if you added or removed a drive and the drive letter is not showing up after that. So there are multiple reasons why this can happen, and then of course multiple ways to possibly fix it. All right, so I have a list of some ideas here, which I'll put in the description. So we'll try some of these out here. So the easiest one is just remove and re-add the drive letter with disk management. So if we right click it, change drive letters and path, remove it. Now there's no drive letter. So now we can right click again, change drive letter and path, add, put it back to E. Let's close File Explorer. So for some of these, you may want to either restart the computer or restart Windows Explorer to make sure it worked or didn't work. So you can right-click Task Manager. This one here, I have a little shortcut for Restart Explorer, but normally you'd go to Task Manager, look for Windows Explorer. It's a good idea to have File Explorer closed when doing this because you'll see it twice sometimes. So there it is, right-click it, restart. You'll see your taskbar disappear. Now when it comes back, it's been restarted. Okay, so let's open it up again. So that didn't work. So another thing you could try, right click it again. We'll give it a different drive letter. Let's give it G, for example. So of course, if you have programs installed that are pointing to this letter, or if you have folder shortcuts that are pointing to your old drive letter, it's going to break that connection. So keep that in mind. All right, so now we have G. You can see autoplay worked here. And now we have our drive. So this drive has nothing on it, but now it shows up. All right, so let's change this back, and then we'll go from there. And now you can see E is gone again. So that's telling us there's something with the drive letter E that's causing our problem. All right, so what's next here? All right, so now we're going to do Windows key R to bring up the run box. And then we can type in E:\\. And now you can see it's finding the drive here. And we could even add a new folder to it. So this was a blank drive to begin with. So if it does find the drive, so this confirms that the drive is fully mounted, online, and accessible, and pinpointing the issue as strictly a visual UI restriction in File Explorer. So that's what it's looking like in this case for us here. So I'm going to close this here. Okay, so now what we're going to try next is use DiskPart to enable auto mount. So I happen to know that for this particular situation, this is not going to work, but this might help you if this is not the case with your computer. So you could use auto mount when you want to control whether Windows automatically assigns drive letters to newly attached storage the moment it's plugged into the PC. So let's say it's a new drive and this happened and it didn't assign a drive letter or didn't keep the drive letter you had last time and it's not showing up in File Explorer. You could try this method here. So let's go ahead and try this. So we're going to do CMD. We need to run it as administrator. All right, we'll do DiskPart. So that brings us to the DiskPart prompt. Move this over here. All right, we'll just type auto mount. Press enter. So now automatic mounting of new volumes is enabled and then you have to restart your PC, and then you can see if it works after that, just in case the auto mount got disabled somehow. But like I said, I know that's not the cause here, so I'm not going to bother restarting the computer because I know it's not going to fix it. All right, so next we're going to use DiskPart to clear the node fault drive letter. So we know it's drive E, so let's go back to DiskPart here. All right, so we're going to do select volume E. Okay, volume 1 is the selected volume. And then we'll do attributes volume clear hidden. Okay, cleared successfully. And now we'll do attributes volume clear, no default drive letter. Oops, you can see I forgot the word clear here. Or I got rid of the word clear, so let's go back here. Okay, so now we'll assign it letter X. This could be anything you want. Okay, now we'll set it back to Z. Or you can see it assigned it X and we could read it. So now we'll put it back to E. Okay. All right, so you can see this didn't work. So we know that this is not going to be our fix, but then again, it can be the fix for you. So it's not going to hurt to run it. You just want to put it back to the drive letter you want to use for later on. Okay, so go on to our next step here. All right, so now we're going to see if the NoDrives value in the registry is part of our problem here. So there's two ways to do it. You could do it from the command line or from the registry editor. So let's do from the command line first. Let's get out of here. Clear the screen. All right, so now we're going to do a reg query for the local user that we're logged in with to see if it's configured. Oops, I forgot part of the command here, so obviously I need the whole thing. Try this again. Okay, so for the current user, NoDrives is in the registry, so that's telling us it's most likely the problem. And then we could do this for all users on the computer if you have more than one. You can see it can't find it, so it looks like the NoDrives value is configured just for this one user. And by the way, you should run this as an administrator. Not all of these need to be run as administrator, but if you're going to be going through all of these, just do an admin command prompt. All right, so now let's check the registry here for the current user. So we'll type regedit. Just paste this right in the box so we don't have to type it. Okay, so you can see we have no drives here. And now let's do it for all users. So this matches up with this command here for the current user. So we don't have it here. And that matches up here where we didn't see that value. All right, so now that we have it in the registry here, let's go back to the first one here. Actually right here. So we could see that 16 here is the drive letter for E. There is a kind of a cheat sheet you could find online to see what letters go with what numbers. So I know 16 is E, so that's why we can't get drive letter E, and the other drive letters work. So if I were to change this to a different number, so I open this here, changes the decimal, and I can see it's 16. So I could change this to another number to hide a different drive letter once I had my number to letter matching information. And then I could do it that way if I wanted to hide a specific letter or prevent it from being used. All right, so I can just come here, delete this, or what I can do, which is the last step here, we have two commands here for the current user. So this will actually go through and delete the no drives, and this command will do it for all users. But in our situation, this is not going to matter because the problem is just with the current user. So let's go ahead and run this command here. Let's clear the screen. All right, successfully. Let's refresh here. And now you can see it's gone. Let's close this, restart Explorer. Open this back up. And now you can see we have our E drive with the new folder we created earlier. All right, so as you can see, there are a lot of possible things you could check when your drive letter disappears. And like I said at the beginning, the method that works is going to depend on your situation, and it's not going to be the same every time. All right, so like I said, I will put all this in the description, and you could just go through these one at a time, or you might want to just come down here and see if it's the no drives problem, because that might be more common than some of the others, by running one of these commands or going to one of these registry locations. And then if you see the no drives entry, you could delete it, restart Explorer or your computer, and then hopefully get your drive letter back. All right, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.